Hello, everyone. I'm attorney Justin Lovely. I am here with Rainee Romero, who we will introduce today, Amy Lawrence, my partner, and Sarah Alston, a rock star here at the Lovely Law Firm. We're ready for season 2 of the Carolina Justice Report, so stay tuned. Hello, everyone. We are excited here at the Lovely Law Firm to start season 2 of the Carolina Justice Report. I want to personally thank you for following us and listening wherever you consume your media, whether that was through the podcast, this video cast. We've chopped it up and put it on TikTok, Instagram Reels. Follow me everywhere because that's where we're going to put it. We are excited for season 2 because we have added a valuable MVP of my marketing team now, Miss Rainee Romero, who will transition and take this Carolina Justice Report to the stratosphere, hopefully. So we're going to talk.
No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, Rainee. You can do it. But let's introduce, say a couple words about yourself, and then let's just kind of set the tone for season 2 and go from there.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. So thanks for bringing me on, you guys. Coolest team ever, I have to say.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. So, I am born and raised locally. So I think that that's something that there's not a whole lot of us left. So when people hear that, they're like, why are you unicorn? So, but I love that because I know the area so well. I've been able to form so many personal connections with people here. So, love that. People may know me from, the CBS affiliate locally, the TV station. I was there for 10 years prior. And most of that was marketing and community relations type work. But the last 2 years, I don't know who decided to put me on camera, but they did that. And, but again, I was doing fun stuff of chatting with the community and creating those connections, which is what I really love to do. So I'm excited to do that with the Lovely Law Firm and kind of get out to more community events and, really tell folks what you're all about, because I feel like that has been my most fun and enlightening part of being with the law firm is getting to know everybody because it's a great team, but also kind of dispelling a lot of, things that you think about lawyers that just aren't true,
Yeah.
And so now instead of viewing lawyers as kind of like car salesmen, no offense, that are just like, money hungry, unapproachable people. Now I'm like, wow, these are like community service folks that are really out helping people. So I love that. I love being able to tell other people that. And so as we chat through the season, I hope folks also kind of see that side of you guys.
Excellent. That's one of our goals for sure. So,
yeah.
And we're glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
All right.
So, well, kind of in line with that, I know that we chatted about kind of your mission statement with the law firm. And if it's okay with you guys, I'd like to kind of read some of that mission statement so you guys can kind of comment on why that is important.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got kind of like 5 bullet points of this mission statement, and I thought this was so cool when I got hired. So the first one is to be a firm that is enjoyable to work for and rewarding to work with. So Amy, I'll start with you. Kind of why was that put in the mission statement?
Well, I mean, we all know lawyers and people that are not fun to work with.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And we want, when we have employees and other firms that we work with and clients, we want them to know that we care, that we're giving our 100%, we're doing everything we can to help, and we want it to be a good experience.
Yeah.
There's nothing I hate worse than hearing, a horrible lawyer story. And we do everything we can to try to make up for all those stories out there.
Or even a horrible work environment, right?
Yeah.
A boss that you can't stand or you feel put down all the time or whatever.
Yeah, that didn't happen here.
Well, we love our employees, okay? And I want them to
flourish.
Yeah, flourish because they're representing our clients, okay? The clients are number 1 and probably my employees are number 2, okay? So that's kind of the hierarchy there.
Yeah.
And if I have happy employees, I'm going to have great service to my clients and it'll be better outcomes in their cases.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we do with all of our employees is they help us. We're very goal-oriented people and we're constantly setting goals. I mean, I think you've realized this very quickly. We're always setting these goals and they're moving at all times. But we also sit down with our employees and we say, what are your goals? And it doesn't have to be your goals here at the Lovely Law Firm, but like, what are your goals? Are your goals to, spend more quality time with your kids?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that looks like, because I want to help you get to your goals just like you're helping me get to mine.
Yeah.
And I think that
I love that. Just caring about people, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's something that I feel like,
so simple.
goes wrong. Yeah, people don't do that all the time.
Yeah.
All right, here's number 2. So to contribute to the Myrtle Beach community and the profession to which we belong. Sarah, I'll let you start that one.
I mean, I have never worked at a anywhere that has been so involved in the community. I think like if people don't know this, but if you're watching, like if you have anything going on that you care about, that you need support with or help with, or we can get involved in any way, I mean, we welcome those phone calls, and we don't get enough of them, honestly, because we're looking for ways to reach out and help just in our community, but then also within our profession. I think especially Amy, and she could speak more to that, but anytime a lawyer has an issue, it's Amy's getting a phone call, and we're so excited to help, everyone else in our community and do what we can.
If you are trying your first case, you call me. I will come sit beside of you and kick you if you need to object to something and you missed it. Like, we're all in no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think, we've always kind of went with, and we actually give talks to other community organizations and stuff like that, is that, not everybody can be a lawyer. Not everybody can, help someone who's gotten their leg chopped off or passed away from something, or free an innocent man, but you can, when you see a need, fill a need. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we always preach. And so when we see a need, when someone calls us and they need something, and a lot of times it's not just writing a check. A lot of times they need manpower. They need somebody to go help with deliver Meals on Wheels, and our staff will jump in and we'll go and help. Or putting together, baskets and stuff for the military that they're sending off for Christmas packages, stuff like that, and care packages. So it's not just writing a check. We get down, roll our sleeves up, and put some elbow grease to it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. On to the next one. So to continually grow as a law firm, but never to lose the family atmosphere that is the foundation of our practice. I love that one.
It makes me cry.
Yeah, I love that. Mm-hmm. Speaking of family, I mean, Sarah's mom is now working for the firm, so it's like you really do adapt that family.
Sorry, Sarah, but she's the best thing to ever have with us.
They took the family thing, because obviously their family, and really just sort of spread it all the way out. So we very much are family at work, and we try to keep our clients close too, and make them feel like.
So often when we think of lawyers, we think of somebody who's going to use all this legalese, these words that we don't understand. Mm-hmm. And that is not how we operate at all. Matter of fact, I operate on a very elementary level sometimes. But
I need somebody who does not know law. We need that.
Yeah. And I talk to people like I would talk to my mother. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or my sister or my brother. Or like I talk to Justin. People don't realize we're married. So if you ever see us holding hands, I kept my name, but we are married. One time we had a clerk say, "Oh my God, she was new. Are they having an affair?" And she's like, "Well, they're married and have 2 children. So I don't think so. I think it's legit. I promise." So I kept my name, but we are a family. And so, and we treat our clients like their family. And even when our clients are hard to love, we find something to love in them. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the things that we try to take. We let everybody, we're not the smartest people in the room. You know what I mean? We can learn something from everybody, even we're in a room full of kindergartners. There's something to be learned. And so I think that is what has taken us as far as it has.
And just being approachable too, and not, it is scary when you're in these situations and you're like in the worst position that you've ever been in your life, and you're with a lawyer. I don't want them to feel afraid to ask questions. Some people will be like, "I think this is a dumb question," but there isn't a dumb question when you're in a situation like that. And so being close and approachable and all that kind of stuff is really important to us.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I can vouch for that too, because I feel like you all break things down and you don't do it in a condescending way, Mm-hmm. Everything is welcome. And I know, Amy and Justin, you guys are constantly looking for ways to improve. And I even spoke with, John Paul, who's the attorney in the Charleston branch, who when I was just getting to meet him, he said, they're so great because they're so humble, and they're always they're always asking your input. They're always looking for ways for you to add in and add input. And a lot of, lawyer stereotypes don't have that. There's that ego that's attached to it, which you guys don't have. And I love that. I love that about you guys. Okay, so the next one. To always do the right thing by our clients, our employees, and by our peers.
So ethics number 1, we're not going to break any rules to make $1. If we have to lose money to do what's right by the client, we will. We will. It's zero tolerance. It's not an option. We don't even think about it. Mm-hmm. And by always doing the right thing, we've found over the years that good things come back around tenfold. Mm-hmm. Amy can tell you thousands of, I wouldn't say thousands, hundreds of cases that we've gotten just by doing the right thing in other scenarios through our business and our life.
We come from our parents. How long have your parents been married?
A long
50
some years.
Yeah. My parents been married 46, 7 this year. Your parents been married forever too. But we come from this family that, we do the right thing. And even if it's not in our best interest at the time, because we've seen people make a quick buck and do these things, but if we do the right thing, the rest follows in life. And it has taken us so far. You know, we've had cases where the right thing to do was to not take a fee because there was such little insurance and the liens were so high. And that's okay. You know what I mean? I lost money on that deal, but it will come back tenfold over, whether it's through a referral or, you know, a blessing in another way. But to be able to help that family means more to us than $1. And that just, we always try to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more about just remembering like who and what this is all about.
Right.
You know, it's not, at the end of the day, it's not about us. We're a law firm. There's going to be another case that walks in the door tomorrow. But for the person sitting in front of you, like, this is their whole life. And so to keep that as the focus and to always do the right thing by that person has been a really great thing, I think.
Well, I think something you guys do too, which I love, is just kind of even the types of cases you take. You won't take certain cases that are kind of against your own ethics type of deal. You don't want to represent somebody that you feel like, you know, you don't want to do.
So I do criminal defense, and it always makes other criminal defense attorneys really mad when I say this, but this is just how I roll. I don't take cases where people hurt women, children, old people, or animals. And over the years, other attorneys were like, "How do you make a living? But you don't even make a living." I've done just fine. I've done just fine. And how I look at it is that those are the people that those are our most vulnerable in life, right? Children, old people, animals, and women. And so if we don't protect them, then what are we doing? And so instead we advocate for those people. And those are cases that don't pay us. We step in when we see a sexual assault or a child that needs a voice in the court system, and we run with it and we protect them at all costs. So we don't take cases. And I also don't take cases where I can't help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So often, you know,
lead them on,
especially in personal injury cases or even in a speeding ticket, you know, a client will call me and I'll say, listen, you're local. And even if you're not local, you can come to court and you can get this result if you come by yourself. I don't want to take your money if I can't do any better than you can do for yourself.
Yeah.
And Justin's turned down car wreck cases where he knows they're going to give him the full money. You know what I mean? They've already kind of offered it. And he's got a feel from talking to an adjuster, and he'll say, listen, you don't need me for this. Those cases are rare, but when they are there, we acknowledge them and we step away from, you know, we let that client.
Keep in their best interest.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. And then lastly, to understand that bad things happen to good people, that the voices of victims need to be heard, and that any injury can turn someone's life upside down, we are their advocate and voice. Kind of encompasses everything we were just talking about, right?
Yeah.
So
that's exactly what we do in every case, whether it's a sexual assault victim to be a victim's advocate, whether it's a car wreck, a criminal defense case, whatever it is, that's our mantra.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love it. I feel like that was just important to say. I know I was impressed by it whenever I kind of came on board, and so just love what you guys are doing. Okay, so let's get into kind of what we're chatting about on all of these different episodes for season 2. It's pretty exciting. So what have we got coming up? We have the big ones with the Murdaugh updates that we're doing, right?
Murdaugh Murders out of Hampton County, absolutely.
Yeah, so we have we've done one of these, right? So we are following up on that last update with some new things that have been found out. Also a whole episode dedicated to where the heck is all the money for those. But then we're also chatting, about some things that are coming up seasonally, some boating accidents. What happens with those? How are those figured out? Motorcycles, you guys are big into the motorcycle scene. We've got the Myrtle Beach biker lawyer right here, right?
Yeah.
So you both ride, and so being immersed in that is a passion of yours as well. So, and then what else? We talked about Mass Torts. So that's coming up. People can stay in with that. Tell them a little snippet about what that is.
Yeah, a lot of new Mass Torts are coming on the horizon. We've got the neck cases that are coming up. The Exact Tech knee replacement cases are on the horizon. CPAP is getting pretty large. Then, of course, the historical Mass Torts. If they go to our website, they can read about it. But, yeah, season 2 is filled with those. We're going to really deep dive into those different Mass Torts.
Yeah, including the neck one. So that, tell folks what neck is
yeah, so the necrotizing enterocolitis, neck, NEC, whatever people refer to it as different things, but those are cases affecting premature infants, and it's horrible cases where they're given cow's milk as a premature infant, and they develop these basically it's a bacterial infection in their intestines.
Yeah,
and most of the time it's fatal. So they're very tough cases. We're investigating those, trying to help people out.
Yeah. So lots of hot topics that are coming your way with lots of good input and just education for you to know. And then also we chatted lastly about the civil rights, different things that you guys do for civil rights cases. Now, I know this was confusing for me, but law firms and what the different law types that lawyers cover gets a little confusing. So what kind of cases do you take?
Well, we want to be your trusted legal advisor. So if anybody, we would hope that the Lovely Law Firm is your first choice, no matter what your legal issue is. Now, internally, what we handle, we try to stick to personal injury, and that's car wrecks, workers' comp, slip and falls, dog bites, and of course, boating accidents, things like that. And then Amy does criminal defense and civil rights. We also do the Mass Torts, which will encompass inside the injury practice. Okay. And that's what we will definitely handle in-house. But if you have like a real estate deal or a landlord tenant issue or a VA disability, something like that we may not practice, I can still put you on a good referral source because we know who the great lawyers are in the area.
Yeah.
So we would love to be your trusted legal advisor and help you any way that we can.
I saw somebody had tagged me in a Facebook post like, Amy can help you. And then somebody below said, and even if she can't, she'll make sure you get to the best lawyer that can help you. And that literally made my heart beam, because that's exactly what we try to do. We try to, if it's something that we don't do, we put you in touch with the best lawyer that can help you with your situation. Because we're out here, we're hustling, we're in court every day. We see who's doing the work and is really good at what they do. And we want to make sure that you're taken care of.
Yeah. Love it. So, there's lots of new stuff going on with the firm since, I think it's been a little while since the last Carolina Justice Report was released. And so, what's new? What's going on with the law firm since then?
Well, you're new.
Well, I'm new. Of course, there's that.
So we're growing, and we're excited for this podcast and video cast to keep growing. So that's number one. We really like this, and our clients, our subscribers really like it.
And Justin's a big hit on TikTok.
I guess I'm becoming TikTok famous. I don't know, but follow me on TikTok. But
are you dancing or no dancing?
No dancing yet, but
I'm
teach me some moves and I'll start doing it.
We're ready to dance.
Yeah, we'll get a firm
Margaritas
dance going.
are gonna have to be flowing, but I'm whatever.
So we got that going on, and we're glad to keep building that subscriber base and give that content out there to educate everybody. But we're growing. We're about to have a new Goose Creek office that's going to really hit the Charleston market hard.
Wow!
And just keep growing along the coast. We're actively hiring paralegals, intake staff, and probably a new lawyer soon. So we're growing, and everything's going onward and upward, and we're glad to help everybody. We've got a trial docket that's filled.
Packed.
And we're hoping to get some good verdicts that we can put on the news and deep dive those into future episodes.
Big verdicts.
We're excited to get back into court.
Yeah.
Court is finally up and running to, we're getting away from the virtual stuff and back into the courtroom. So it'll be a packed year, but it's exciting.
There's nothing more exciting than
dusting off your seat.
The trial docket. Not all attorneys try cases, but we do, and we get really, really excited when we get to get in front of a jury. Our goal is to always, if we don't have to try a case and we can get it settled and it works for everybody, that's great. But also that we're not afraid to try a case. And when we get in front of that jury, the light goes on, and we get so excited to be able to tell the stories of our clients.
Yeah. I would imagine that'd be very nerve-wracking, though, too. Is it like adrenaline, like pumping?
Oh, you have an ulcer the whole time. I cry when no one's looking in the back room because I'm so, nervous and I want to do such a good job. But we've talked to our juries time after time. I hunt juries down. I run them down in the parking lot when it's over because I want to know how we can be better. And what they, what was the weakness that they saw in our case? Knock on wood, there haven't been many, but where it could have went differently, or what I could have done better, what Justin could have done better, what Sarah could have done better, JP, all of us. And I do this also for my friends when they have trials. I'll run down a jury for them because we're all trying to be better. So we're always getting excited about trying a case.
Well, that's exciting. Yeah, it sounds exciting. So, and then goals for this year. Kind of what are the goals? I know it kind of is right in line with that, but
because COVID is, we're easing out of the COVID restrictions and all that stuff. We've got all this stuff with our community. Our community calendar's filling up, so we're excited to be able to get our firm out on the weekends to do stuff. We got the disability rides coming up, the poker runs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we're helping out the Miracle League.
Yeah.
We've got that going, and we want to get once a month at least, getting a firm-wide, that was our goal, a firm-wide community service project. So we're looking forward to that.
We have our staff picking out things that are near and dear to their heart, whether it's like ALS with Allison, or a diabetes walk, or, all that good stuff. So we're excited.
Well, and that's what I'm excited to do too, is kind of see what means something. Everybody's got their own story, right? So see what we can dive into that it actually has an impact on us too, right? So I'm excited. Yeah.
Me too.
Well, anything else, Justin? You want to let the folks know of anything?
I think that's enough.
Follow it was a lot, right?
Yeah. Just follow us. Season 2 is going to be great, and we hope to give everybody a lot of value this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. And thanks for bringing me on. Thanks for watching me. So you guys can watch all of the Carolina Justice Report past episodes on YouTube, but also keep an eye out for the ones coming up. It's going to drop every Tuesday at 2 p.m. So we're excited. We've got lots of fun content coming up. But you can also visit everybody. You can see Justin hopefully start dancing on TikTok. And then you can visit us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere you want to go. Also podcasts as well. So you can find all of this also on justiceislovely.com. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.
When life gets ugly, justice is lovely.